A very good evening, everyone. Once again, welcome back to the session. So, hope all are doing well, watching the videos. Thank you all for joining in once again. So, we were discussing something related to functions, where I would like to explain certain things like, functions are nothing but there are certain tasks or something you want to use repeatedly. Sometimes there are predefined functions available for us. And these predefined functions, you can just take them and directly use them. Certain times you are taking user-defined functions, like I have explained you yesterday. So, I would like to show you something, right? So this is a mind map which is available on our website. So just go to 360DigiTMG website, click on mind map. You have a bunch of mind maps related to all the courses what we are dealing here. But priority-wise now, today is our Python session. So just select this Python programming fundamentals. So you can expand, okay, this by clicking on each and every button you have here. It will collapse and expand. So if you could recollect certain things what we have discussed from certain days, like from past 15 days, it is that we have history started with, like Bharat and Ashutosh explain certain things related to why did they select Python, how are they using Python in the projects. So we have certain information that Python is a #1 tool, and it's really important that each and every person who is a data analyst or a data engineer or a data scientist, right? Python is very, very important. So this is one tool where we are, we are three trending professions people are working with. So that's why here we are to help you all to learn certain things, right? So that, which may help you a little bit, an effort from our side so that you can recollect few things, understand few things, right? Practice certain things so that it will be good. Okay, so here we have started with variables. We have understood, see, you can just go through the variables. We have seen certain codes written by Bharat and Ashutosh explaining how you have to define a variable, right? That you should not start with a number. It can be an alphanumeric, right? You cannot use any special characters, right? Certain things are explained as a part of variables. Then we have understood that what are the different data types, right? Like which is numeric, non-numeric, right? Whether it is, what are the types under sequential data types, Boolean data types. There are certain numeric and non-numeric, right? Which are mutable and immutable data types. We have seen certain examples here. So all of you can come here, do a recap, right? Which will help you to recollect few things or memorize certain things. See here, under strings, you have so many things given here. That any string can be given under double quotes, single quotes, triple quotes is defined as a string, right? How the indexing starts. We all know that, indexing always starts from 1, but Python is something different. Rossum thought that 0 also should have some value. So it starts with 0, right? And you know now how to combine two strings. What is this percentage? S refers to, D refers to, right? So what all the functions, which you can apply on strings. And if you just expand on each and every particular tab here, you'll know what is the output of this one. Because we are humans, we can't remember things. So to memorize certain things, this is the best thing what you can do. Navigate to our mind map, friends. It's really helpful. So we have started with functions where we have seen certain types of arguments, right? So what are the arguments we have seen? There are certain default arguments. There are certain positional arguments, keyword arguments, right? The way you pass your argument to a function, right? Mostly for user-defined functions I'm talking about. So basically, Functions can be custom defined, functions can be built in, right? And the types of arguments you pass will be different for every function. So what is that we are here is that we have seen how do you define a custom defined function. So the people who are new to our channel, def is a keyword which is helping you to define your own function. So def is a keyword. Function name is nothing but you can give any name of your choice, my name, your name, any name, but it should always end with a colon. And then start, like, you know, when C, in C language, we just give flower braces. There's no concept of flower braces, just body of the function. Write your logic, friends. It can be anything. It can be 10 lines, 20 lines, your logic, right? So that's where you are defining your custom function, which are not available in Python. Python did not give them. Like, it cannot give. It is not import from any module also. But there are certain things which Python comes with inbuilt. Like, these are the few inbuilt functions what we have mentioned on our mind map. Print function. We are just writing print. We are not doing anything. Every function, remember, it is always starting with the parenthesis and closing with the parenthesis. Okay, it's something different. So as we have seen that certain examples we have taken where we have done indexing. It's a kind of slicing we have done on strings, right? So type is a function. Type would give you what is a data type. Is it a string? Is it a float? It is a list, or is an object? It gives you the type. So that is also coming inbuilt. Help function. This is a very, very useful function for all the people who are learning Python, because we have come from that stage where any function I want to use, what would I do? I don't know what to use, what to pass as arguments, how to use it. So we come here, go to the console page, use help, where it gives you a detailed documentation, which is helping you to know how it runs, like how you can use particular function. Okay, so how you can use a particular function. It's not only related to anything, can be a minor thing, right? We cannot recollect so many things. So we do a help, which is going to give us a documentation for that particular required question you have passed, or your doubt, whatever, whether what you have to pass for an open function, or how do you want to import one particular, you want to define something, you don't know, right? So there comes here, you give your package name and a library, whatever it is. Like, you want to find out the square root of a number. You don't know what to pass, what should be passed. You want to do pop-up function. We have seen pop. So how do you do a pop? We don't know. So we'll do help of that. It will give you a documentation. Read it, use it. That's where Python is helping us a lot to learn. Okay. So this is something, friends, I thought of sharing with you all, because it's helping all the new learners mostly, right? So that if you do a recap of this, so you can recollect few things, certainly, because daily we can read it, so that you can recollect certain things. It will be easy for you, because we all have understood that it's just an English language. If you know the basic English, however we are speaking, we are writing our code to find the maximum of a number, to find the minimum of a number, to add two numbers, to subtract two numbers, to do an addition. All these things are certain things. What we are speaking, we are using it in the code part. So friends, yes. So let us start for the day. Okay. So what is that we need to discuss here is, today, certain tasks are there here which have to be performed multiple times within a program. So we are rewriting certain code in multiple places, right? For that reason only, functions have come into picture. So function definitions are including certain params, like parameters, providing certain data input to the function. Okay, so functions may return a value using the return keyword, followed by a value to the return. So return helps us, print also helps us here in the function. But there is certain, variables or, scope there for local and global variables. There are two things here. So I would like to ask Ashutosh, how would you explain, Ashutosh, what is local and global scope here? Variables.
Yeah, Deepti. But first of all, I would like our participants and the viewers to, make the most use of the resource that you have shared, that is the mind map. That is freely available on the website, and this is a very, beautifully we have made this pertaining to the various modules that we are having, various courses that we are having. Make the most use of it. This is going to help you a lot if you are, preparing for these Python interview or data science interview sessions, right? Or the interviews if you are planning to give. Go through the website and, make the most use of this mind map. Now, talking about the local and the global scope that we are having. Suppose you are having a code and if that, the code is into the global space. If the code is into the global, scope rather than space, if the code is in your global scope, then it cannot use any local variable. That is one thing that you should bear in mind. Another thing is that, however, if you're talking about local scope can, although, access your global value. And code in a function's local scope cannot use variables in any other local scope. These are the few things that you should remember while dealing with the local and the global scope. Besides that, there is one more point. You can use the same name for the different variables if they are in different scopes. That is, there can be a local variable named as spam and a global variable also named as spam. So these are the few things that you should bear in mind when you are dealing with your local and the global scope. The main thing that you should remember is that if the code is into the global scope, it cannot use any local variables, whereas the local scope can access your global variables. Right? So if you allow me, I would quickly like to share my screen and show you.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible? Please confirm.
Yes.
Okay. So here, say I'm defining a variable global underscore variable. And say I'm passing some values to it. Say I am available everywhere. So it means I'm a Superman. And I'm defining a variable. Say name of that variable is some underscore function. And I'm saying print global underscore variable. Right? And I'm saying local underscore variable is equal to say only available within this function. And then I'm saying the print local underscore variable. Right? Now, if I run this particular code, so what will happen? Any guesses? Deepti and Bharat, based on the explanation that I gave to you guys, what do you think is going to happen?
I think that print statement you have given under local variable only, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Should throw an
based on
error.
the explanation, exactly, based on the explanation that I gave, it is going to throw an error. Let me run this. It will take some time.
But Ashutosh, the print statement is within the code only, no? Print
Within the
local variable.
code,
Yeah.
print local variable. Okay, okay. Okay,
If at
just
all
a
you
moment.
come out
No,
of
no, no, no.
the
Yeah. Just a moment. My bad. Right. And if I say local underscore variable. And now I think this is going to throw some error.
yeah. Bharat, would you like to explain this? Ashutosh, please put your screen there. I would like to ask Bharat.
Yeah.
About the variable which is in the local space and the global space. Bharat, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. I think Bharat is not able to hear us. Bharat. So as I explained, Deepti, the code in the global space, global scope, sorry, pardon me for that.
Yes, Dipti.
Yeah.
I'm able to hear.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
Ashutosh,
let me,
continue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the code that I have in my global scope, that is not using your local variable. So that is the reason why this particular code is throwing the error over here. That is the reason.
Yeah. So Bharat, Ashutosh's screen will be the same. Can you explain what are the 4 rules to tell whether a variable is in a local space or a global space? How did you understand that?
Yes, yes. If we apply the rules, especially if you are talking about these 4 rules, okay, we need to understand and we need to modify the global variable from within the function, okay, that is used for the global statement. Okay. So now, if you talk about these 4 rules of a local scope and global scope, you can say that if the variable, okay, what you see, if the variable is being used in the global scope, what do you mean by that? If it is outside the function, okay, then it is considered to be a global variable. Okay, that is one rule. And the second rule that you have is if there is a statement, that is, if there is a statement, a global statement for that matter, for that particular variable in the function, then also it is considered to be a global variable. Okay, or else if that particular variable is used in an assignment statement of that function, okay, in that case it is considered to be a local variable. Okay, and then the last one, it is not the last rule though, but we are putting a limit to our rules, so we consider this to be a 4th rule. So if you talk about the 4th rule, we can say that if the variable is not used either in an assignment statement, then it is considered to be a global variable.
Okay. So you mean to say that if the variable is used in the global scope, means it is totally used out Outside of all the functions.
Outside of all the function calls.
Okay, then it is a global variable.
That is right.
Okay, if the variable is not used in any of the assignment statements, also it is a global variable.
That is right.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Bharat. Yeah, Ashutosh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dipti.
Yeah, Ashutosh, I want to understand how a bin function, which is an inbuilt function, how it is going to work.
See, when we are talking about the bin method, the bin method, basically what it is doing is, it is converting and returning the binary equivalent string of a given integer. If assume the parameter is not an integer, so it has to implement, underscore index underscore, kind of method to return an integer. Now, saying that, let me share my screen and show you something. So here, I have another line. I'm saying number is equal to, and then I'm saying print the binary equivalent of file is, now I'm saying bin and your number. If I execute this, I'm getting the binary equivalent of file is 0B101.
Okay, it is
Right?
a binary number. Okay.
Exactly. So it is showing me the binary number. Now, as I was telling you, the bin method, what it is doing is, it is converting. Basically, this method is what it is converting and returning the binary equivalent string of a given integer. And if the parameter is not an integer, it has to implement underscore index underscore method to return an integer.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bharat. Bharat?
Yes, Deepti. Are you able to hear?
Yeah. Now, yes. Yeah, well, write a program okay, to find the second largest number in a given list.
Okay. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, there is no what PDF. I don't understand, my dear viewer. There is no PDF. It's open. You can just log into your website.
The filter function. Are we talking about the filter function, Deepti?
Not using filter. You can use sorting also. No. Can use sorting.
Okay. Just give me a minute.
Naveen, that mind map is available on the website. You just need to go through the website 360DigiTMG.com. There you will be seeing the option of mind map. PDF of the program. No, PDF of the programs is not available.
think there is some lag with Bharat. Bharat, you are available, or shall we move forward?
Yes, I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah. Today there is some lag from your side. You are on mute.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah. Bharat, I just want you to create list. Okay, 2 lists. Sort them.
Okay.
Sort in such a way that it has to print the second largest number.
All right. So can I use a sort function?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort is a function which is available by default in Python.
So that you mentioned sort, so
Yeah.
sort came into my mind. All right.
So Bharat, we are complementing each other, and contrast is also there in our IDEs. Like my Google Colab is totally in the dark mode, and you are using a white mode. Contrast is also there. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm creating a list. And I like Python, Ashutosh. You don't seem to like it much. There's so much dark energy around.
Actually, I'm very much inquisitive about the dark energy that is, available in the
List
universe.
can also allow multiple values.
Yeah. Duplicates are allowed.
Okay, that is the reason I put multiple values. I will create another list. All right. Then I save. So basically what I'm doing is
remove duplicates into list 2 using a set. Set is also one of the inbuilt function. No? Let the users know that you can use set.
Okay, I can use set. Okay. I said set of my list 1.
Yeah, now
Okay.
your duplicates are set takes, all the viewers know that set does not accept any duplicate values.
That is right.
Now the new list is created, you can sort it.
Now I will say list 2 dot sort. This is my function. Okay. I want to print
Second largest number.
Okay, I'll pass the statement.
Okay, sure.
Okay, since we've been discussing that Python programming is like a high level programming language. It is like an English like language where we are passing these comments.
So basically, this should print 45 if I'm not wrong, because that is the second largest number, right? Bharat? 45. Let us see.
Yes.
I think Bharat would use, after sorting, he will use something. Acha, negative indexing, great. Okay, I was not expecting this.
Okay. So yes, we can also do the reverse indexing, right?
Yeah.
Both.
I think you can have to pass something like false and true for your sort function. Certain things like you take default values will be there. Certain things you want outside of default values, you give. Okay, you can run it, Bharat.
Yes. I'm just, making sure that
Okay, yeah.
that is correct. Okay. So I mentioned that
I
we
think,
have.
Bharat, sorry. Is colon.
Yeah,
Just-
there should be colon instead
Oh.
of full stop.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yeah. You can maximize your screen little. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Right. If I execute this. It is initiating the server. So what I get the output as is 45. Second largest element is 45. So
Yeah.
here I'm using a set. So that will eliminate all the duplicate values. Correct? And then with sorting, I am able to sort these values, and through reverse indexing, I'm able to print the second largest value in my list. Okay. Is this approach correct, Deepti?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to add anything to this?
No. I was just waiting, like, how do you, pull it up? Yeah, it's correct, Bharat. Like,
Okay.
you can have different approaches, right?
See, like I said, we did not do it. Normally, we can do it with indexing, but one thing I did is I had data that is sets involved in it. That is to eliminate. I did not try to remove any of the duplicate values. Instead, I've used the set. Okay.
Yeah, you have explained them two things in a single go. Like,
That
how
is
do you remove duplicates and how do you sort it, right? And how you can slice it.
That is right.
Okay. Yeah, you can stop your share, Bharat. So we have a request from our viewers about where they can find the mind map. So see here, my dear friends, we have here 360DigiTMG.com. This is our website. Okay, you have to navigate to this mind map. Okay. Sorry. Right, this is our mind map. Right. So when you're doing this, it is something what you get here. This is where you can go through. Right? You can, anyone can access it.
Yes.
Right? It's open to everyone. There is
It
nothing like
also works
PDF
on your
format or anything.
mobile devices. The best part, it works on your mobile devices, tablets, all of that. It's very handy.
And
You can use-
besides Python programming, there are a bunch of other mind maps also.
Yes.
Yeah, to get an idea on what all the
Please,
things.
Deepti, please
what-
show our viewers on the data science mind map.
Yeah, so people who are doing machine learning using Python, and you have R mind map.
And if I'm not wrong, Deepti, in the interview, I guess 70 to 80% of the interview questions are based on this mind map only, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly, everything we keep on updating things in our
Is that?
syllabus. So it's not like something which is readily available, and it's not sticking. We are not sticking to the same content.
Fact,
Keeps getting updated. So any
yes.
hurdles, any challenge we face, or any new thing we come across, we keep on adding, and this gets updated. So this will really helpful for all the people who are
If you notice that in this particular mind map, there is functions, in fact, libraries, the packages, we can find it in another mind map that is
Yeah,
associated with this.
Python and R packages, I guess.
That is
right?
right.
this is only a minor thing what we are having here, but we have other package where you have all the packages. Yes, we have one more.
All this is getting updated on a regular basis.
Yes.
So you have first-hand updated information in these mind maps.
And this is a very intuitive manner, to prepare for the interviews. Like all the detailed manner, like for data mining, what are the Python, packages, libraries that are being used in the Python programming language for data mining? What are the packages or libraries that are being used for the EDA?
Oh.
So all of these things are.
Yeah, yes, Ashutosh.
Yeah.
More are related to the machine learning, like people who are already, they are into data science. Certain things, if they are working on particular project and they want to recollect few things instead of reading so many pages, and so many research work is not required. Crisp and short to recollect many things. So daily, if you spend 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, also you can recollect certain things. So which is really going to help.
I used to, look at mind map while I was traveling. In fact, while I'm traveling, I simply pull up my mobile phone and then log into our website, 360DigiTMG.com, and then open the mind maps, whichever mind map I want to, and then quickly browse through these things, and then I get, I can memorize these things.
So it keeps on updating, friends, and it's really easy for you people to recollect certain things. So here I would like to conclude for the day. Thank you all once again for joining in. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and keep watching. Happy learning, friends, and let's connect on Monday. Happy
Click on the
weekend.
bell icon, please.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful
Thank you, everyone,
weekend.
for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.